I haven't done this in... Film crashed on me. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, attempt 2. It wasn't HitFilm's fault it was crashing. It was apparently my half Terra block, which I for some reason call a dough Terra block. If it's laying down, it keeps crashing on me. I don't know, I stood it up. Anyways, I wanted to make granny squares out of crochet, and for some reason I could not figure out how to do a square. So I tried to make squares, and this is what I wound up making. These are my granny square flowers, my granny rounds. So if you want to make something like a square so that you can, connect them up to make pieces, and you can't figure out how to do anything other than single crochet and chaining, this flower is for you. That's all I could figure out how to do at this point. Don't mind the sounds of my dog. He is swimming on the carpet. This carpet was white. Now it's very disgusting. It was one of those... Can you even hear me while I'm doing that to my nose? It was one of those really expensive, like $12,000 to $15,000 fancy rugs, the princessy rugs, and it came in the house when we bought this house, and ultimately, my mom didn't want it, so it came to my wing, but he wasn't ever supposed to be on it, and well, now he's swimming on it. So anyways, so bear with me while I attempt to explain this. You do your slip knot, which is a backwards P, and then you put another teeny tiny loop inside your P, and then you put your hook in the little loop, and then you hold it onto your little hoop, and then you pull that little string that sticks out, but you have to hold on to the top string so that it'll all pull. You know what I mean? Were my words wording? I tried to make it very obvious in the video about what I was doing with my fingers. You also don't want your tail to be too long because it really gets in the way if there's too much tail. So for this, do your slip knot to get onto your hook, and you chain 10. Count your slip knot as 1. So you go up for your chain 10. I have my book of notes. Do you see the butt cheek sticker? My boyfriend gets me a bunch of stickers because I like stickers. And one of the packs that he found, or maybe I found it, I don't know. Anyways, they had butt cheeks on them, so I thought it was funny. So for my niece's birthday, I sent her the snowman butt cheek. Anyways, chain 10. And then into your very, very first hole, you do 1 single crochet to make it a loop. And then from your single crochet, you do 3 single crochets, chain into each hole so that it makes teeny tiny little nub leaves, So it's 3 in a chain in each hole, all the way around. And then once you do that, you'll have a little flower in your hand once you do it all the way around your circle. Have I done that yet? So did that make sense? You do chain of 3 from the start of each hole and then into every single hole so that you have the little... I think that makes sense. I think those were words. I think my words are wording. Oh goodness, words are... I used to be really, really good with words. I majored in English for a hot second until college went completely sideways. There were a lot of reasons why I had to drop out of college, but the stalker was the worst part of it probably. Anyways, so you do the chain 3 in each hole all the way around until you get your little flower. And then once you get your little flower, you do another single crochet into the hole to make it end words. Oh God, my words are not wording. So anyways, do 1 single crochet to end your final flower chain, and then you're going to do another round all the way around it. So I use a hook thingy, a clip, so that I know where my rounds begin and end with this. They're really helpful and really important. So put a clip, and then do another round where it's chains of 3 into the middle stitch of each flower. So your flowers were 3. So if you pull on it, there'll be the middle stitch. Make a chain of 3 and put it in the middle stitch at the top of each flower all the way around. And now you're going to get little outer bubbles to your flower. So that's just chains of 3 again and hook into the top of each flower. And you'll single crochet to end your next round once you get to your clip. So once I hit that little yellow clip, and I have finished this round. So you will have done 2 rounds of 3. Now you're going to do a round of chained 5s. So you're going to chain 5 and you end your chain, you single crochet your end chain into the middle hook, hoop, loop, hole, whatever you call that, of the flowers like you did before. So it'll be the middle of your 3s. So wherever that is, you pull on it if you need help seeing it. So now you're going to do 5s into the middle of all your 3s. So you're going to keep needing to move your clip so you know where your rows begin and end. So now you do 1 whole round of chain 5 all the way around into the middle of each flower top. And then once you do your 5s, you know you need to do your single crochet to hole into the final hole to, you know, end your round, move your clip. And now for your final round of these, you do chains of 8. If you want the flower to be bigger than this, you're going to need it to be odd numbers so that there's a middle hole. So do 7 if you're going to keep going. I end it here, so I do 8. So it's an even number. So for your final round, you do all the way around it, the same situation. You do chain 8, and you put that end of your chain 8 into the middle of your chain 5. So the third stitch, pull on it if you need help seeing which stitch is the middle stitch for each flower. So chain 8 and then to end in the middle of each, and then go all the way around your loop again and do a single crochet to end it, and then just tie it off like you normally do. So that's like super easy. This was and I'm going to do a video of what I made with it. I did all of this stuff literally weeks ago. It might have even been a month or 2 ago at this point. A lot of the videos that I've been doing were really old art that I made a long time ago, and a lot has been happening, so I haven't really been able to focus on art or think really much at all. But I did make the shirt in my free time. And actually, did I ever discuss Pillowquin, whatever I was calling my mannequin I made out of a pillow? I was gonna do a video on that at some point, I think, and then I totally forgot. But one of my sisters bought me an actual dress form for my birthday, so I don't need to use the pillow anymore to make clothes. But I put the shirt that I made, that I used these flowers to make, on my mannequin. So I'm going to show that shirt at some point for what I wind up doing with these flowers. I wanted to make granny squares so that I could connect them to make clothes, but I couldn't figure out how to make a square for the life of me. I finally figured out the stitch to do a square, so I'm closer and closer every time I figure something out to making a square. So one day I will be able to do a crochet square. I can do a knit square, which was oddly disappointing because it's like, I want a pattern, you know, where it's do this many stitches, do this, you know, numbers of rows, like, and it's not like that with knitting. It's go until you get a square. So like, oh, thanks. Okay, thanks. And crochet is at least more of a specific thing. It's like, do these numbers and then do these things. So that's why I wanted my squares to be crochet. But now I want some of them to be crochet and some of them to be knit. So, you know, it's just, I think it's really healthy to have both of these going in my mind at the same time. Did I ever say what's all going on? There's so much going on, and I'm actually probably not going to mention it anytime soon, if at all. There's some very serious health things going on with one of the members of the group. So I'm now just in charge of this unit. This unit has been split. Some people have had to fly out to relocate, and yeah, I don't like being in charge of my unit. I don't feel like I'm all that great at stuff, but I am very lucky. I have a lot of help, and I have amazing neighbors. So to finish your flower, you'll have little ends to tuck. Use a tapestry needle, and then just make little knots is what I do. And then weave your end through a few of your stitches, and then trim it so that it stays like hidden in there. But I definitely recommend doing at least one additional actual knot when you're tying it off with the tapestry needle, just to be secure with it. If you wanted to close that hole, this is an opportunity to close the hole. So you could go weave your needle through all the way around like that. Can you even hear me over him drinking water? It's been a loud day. They're also doing construction outside. They're ripping up the road to put gas lines in. Anyways, so if you wanted to close the hole, this is when you do it. You go all the way around, weaving your needle through the hole, and then just pull it tight and do a knot right here. I did not want to do that. I actually ultimately took that out because I like them all having the hole in the middle. I was going to add beads to that dress. That's a shirt. I was going to add beads to that shirt eventually. I haven't gotten around to it because I've been working on a king blanket that I've been working on. I started knitting what was going to be a throw blanket, and then I decided it's going to now be a throw blanket for a king. So I'm finally working on the border for my giant blanket. It's I'm doing a crochet border around it, and I figured out that stitch that I haven't been able to figure out. So I'm proud of myself. And I've been adding beads and stuff to it because I learned that that is how you weight a blanket that you've been knitting. You add beads. So I'm playing in beads. Anyways, I haven't done this in a long time. Yeah, my head is everywhere. There's so many things. I still wonder whatever happened to that friend that went missing. I look her name up every once in a while to see if there's any news about her, but she's just gone. A couple months and she is just completely gone. So just gotta hope that everybody's okay. You know, I have this hope that she just decided she hates me and she's still fine and alive somewhere. You know, our last conversation was really good, and I was waiting for her to tell me that she was in Canada, but I never heard that. So just gotta kind of hope that she decided I am a terrible conversationalist and I wasn't worth talking to, and that she's fine and happy and thriving. So bye.